Hello, this is Dorothy Smith. I'm a close to my heart independent consultant, and I am also Scrapbooking blog and YouTube and Facebook. So today I'm going to show you the September subscription pages, which are layouts. There are two layouts. These are the background pages, and you get the page holders, page protectors. You get, I'm cutting out the part 2 or layout 2 just to kind of separate layout 1 from layout 2 for decreasing confusion. So that particular page punch outs are for layout 2, and I'm going to set all of layout 2 over to the side for a moment. So this is layout 1 with this absolutely gorgeous watercolor background. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the die cuts out of their carrier pages, and you get frames, you get a journaling card, you get a title card, you get some little embellishments that they're banners that go kind of across a line, and one has a heart punch out and one has a star punch out, and you get a little flag, get a couple of butterflies or a butterfly and a heart. And then this is cute. These are different frames, so they're 3x4 size, but they've got a circle there so you can put your area of interest in the circle frame. And then there's some stars to pop out from the center. Those centers get thrown out, so unless you can think of something to do with them. Okay, some people can always think of things to do with them. And then there's one with a couple of hearts in it. So these are cute, actually. I do like those frames. And these little die cuts are real easy to deal with. And then the third frame has a little title that goes off to the side of the frame. So there we go. There's all the punch outs there, and let me just dump all the trash. So now I'm just going to gather the pieces that go with the appropriate page 1 of the layout. So I'm just kind of putting the little flags in place, and kind of once I get them spaced out a little bit, then I'll stick them down with some Tombow. So just looking for all the pieces. And then some of them are on the little sticker sheet here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in place. And there's kind of a stitched line that goes through. So I just kind of matched up the stitched line so that it carried through the flag and just lined up with the stitched line on either side. So here we've got a little aqua color, probably lagoon. Real pretty color combination. So the hardest thing to do on this page is putting the title Celebrate. So fortunately it's a sticker, but it is a little thin, so you have to be careful how you pull it off. And I'm popping up the little embellishments, the hearts and stars, with a little foam dot to just kind of add a little bit of dimension to the layout. So I like all the different shaped flags. And we have like little scalloped half circles. Very cute. Traditional flag types. So some of the little embellishments, like that little heart, is small. So fortunately the little tiny dots I've got are really pretty tiny, so it is hid in that tiny little heart. So look at that really pretty C. So the only, it's not difficult, but just getting the little centers of the E's and L's and A's and B's out of the way is just, you can just poke it out with your, I'm using a tweezer to help me with this because I really don't want to accidentally rip it, and I'm trying to pull the pieces out with the tweezer, or a piercing tool would work out fine for that also. So I'm just very carefully pulling the title up, and it's a very pretty font. So then it starts sticking to my fingers. That's why I was using a tweezer to hope so it wouldn't stick to my fingers. Anyway, it's can easily be put into the shape of to go along with the shape of the kind of line of banner line. So it has a little bit of a curve to it. So I think this frame is particularly pretty for a 4x6 picture. So it goes 1 inch up and 1 inch over from the corner, the lower corner there, the lower right hand corner. So I'm going to get my little close to my heart mat so I can kind of do a little bit of an eyeball with it. There we go. And then you get some scallops, which, those are kind of cute. They kind of go along with your little flags up there. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 4x6 photo reminder in place. And even with the photo in place, there's going to be a little white edge around your picture. So, and then there's, I think, a butterfly goes on there. So I'm going to go ahead and color the butterfly like I've done on the other Every Little Thing butterflies. So this paper, these layouts actually kind of go with the Every Little Thing. So I'm using the similar colors that I used in the other layouts for Every Little Thing, and then I'm going to pop the little butterfly up. But I think he just needed a little bit of color, and you can add stuff to these subscription layouts because they can be fairly simple to put together, and if you want to add a little bit more complexity to it without getting hardcore, you can totally do that. I mean, it doesn't take much to put a little shimmer glimmer pen on the butterfly. So I'll be looking for that star that's hanging right there in a little bit. So cute. So nice for a birthday or whatever. Okay, page 2. And they've already got the place to put the frames, so you're going to go and show a tiny bit of it. So they kind of get offset by, maybe 1/4 of an inch. Except for this title. The title just kind of goes in the center there. And I don't know that I made much of a difference there. So anyway, all 3 of the frames get offset. So the size picture that you want to put behind these frames are 3x3s. And I'll be putting some 3x3 place cards, photo placeholders there towards the end. And then I'm going to add a couple of the embellishments that came with this particular layout. And so I like that little green frame with the lighter green background. And then very simple journaling card in the lower part. So I'm going to pop this up with a couple of my shaker window stickers, foam stickers, and they have a little bit. more of, they're a little bit thicker than the little tiny round ones. And I'm just putting it over the center part of the title card there. And then another 3x4. And then over on the around the journaling card gets another of the scalloped edges, and that goes along with the one on the opposite page. So you have, you know, what I've talked about is continuity of design from one page to the next. And then I'm just going to put some more of my pop-ups on the heart there. So, and that's a real pretty color pink to go with that dark blue, which is probably like a sapphire blue. So the bottom of the picture gets a little bit of an accent piece that's a sticker, and then a little heart is, I mean, that's not a heart, it's a star, is going to go on there. And then I have an extra star, and I'm trying to figure out where it goes. Can't leave anything just by itself, so we just kind of put things here and there. What to do? So there were some real pretty compliments and a page of vellum butterflies that just perfectly goes with the every little thing. And I think later on, when I'm finished with the second layout, I'm going to use some of those beautiful vellum butterflies to add a little bit to this layout. Since they're using butterflies on it, I can add a few more butterflies to the page or pages. So see, you're going to get, it's a 3x3 photo, and you'll have a little round area. So it's just up to you to choose the area of the photo to show, the area of interest. So always check your carrier sheets for your die cuts and your stickers to make sure you're not leaving something behind, which I've done. So there's that star, and that star goes right next to the journaling box. So there we go. Now this is the right hand, and there's the left hand side of the page. So I'm going to do the left page first. And it gets a 5x7, so this is a good size photo that's going to go on this. And it's just kind of using that big striped area as a frame for the photo. And I like it. It has some clouds that go on either side of it, and the clouds are cut off because they go behind. We're pretending that they go behind this striped area. So those are cute. And then I just have to figure out where the other ones go. That one doesn't go there, I don't think. It's too big. So I got to figure out where that goes. So this layout has a bunch of die cuts over here. So there's a smaller cloud, and that's where it belongs, is over on that side. And they're butterflies. Actually, you know, I have these vellum butterflies, and they are so beautiful, and these butterflies are nothing compared to those. I should have just not even used those and just used the vellum butterflies, because they are really just gorgeous. So here comes this sun that's kind of showing over the cloud, and that's going to go, that's of course going to get popped up. That's got to get popped up, right? So it's going to go in the upper right corner of the picture, and I'm making sure that there's no stickum going underneath the picture, so it's going to stick up so the picture can slip underneath there. Now the cloud that I'm going to put here is also going to get popped up a little bit. So yeah, it's a much smaller cloud, so it fits perfectly in that little area. So those are all die cuts there, and these are really pretty. These wavy wisteria and glacier and I don't know if that's jade or new color, but it just, I mean, they're essentially, you know, you don't even have to think about where it goes. It just fits right on the bottom of the stripe piece, and then of course the smaller one goes over on the right hand page. And then this is a big frame for the other side. And there's going to be 4 pictures, I believe, that go on the other side. So I'm going to put the butterflies in place and color them a little bit before I do. These little butterflies, they're okay. They kind of need all the help they can get. So put a little color on them, and you can choose. I mean, I use the jade shimmer brush, but you could totally use the wisteria shimmer brush. Either purple or green would be great for a butterfly. Yeah, it's cute. Now the title goes up the side there, and because of the thin letters that are used in this title, the black complements that you can purchase with the Every Little Thing, I thought that the black complements say together, and so I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect to go along with Love This View, so you can get a picture of you and your loved one looking at something pretty, and then it'll say Love This View together. So good family time, loved one time. And you can't really see very well, but there are a very fine or very pale lines on the white background there. And so it's real easy to line up the letters with those lines, so you can get your letters straight. So I'm sure we did that on purpose for you to help you make sure your letters are straight, but somehow I think it's just design. Anyway, it made it real easy for lining up the letters. So anything where I don't have to think or measure too much makes me happy. So there we go. Gotta dot our I's, ladies. Cross our T's and dot our I's. Okay. That's cute. Okay. Now what? Okay, Dorothy. Now we're going to put the next second wavy piece down at the bottom there. Really like that. I think that's really, really pretty. And a sticker cloud and a sticker heart. And another cloud stuck to my fingers. So this is my frame for, I think it's 4 pictures. Anyway, that's gonna go right in there. Boy, I really love those color combinations of the greens and pale blues and the wisteria color. Those are really beautiful together. And there's a couple of journaling lines down below there. That's, you know, enough to put the date and where you are, maybe who you're with. So I'm going to pop up the cloud because it's kind of going at the bottom of the pictures. So once again, I don't want to get in the way of the putting the pictures behind the cloud. So I think one of them I kind of got in the way, and so I'm just keeping the cover on the dot, the foam dot, so that it doesn't stick to the paper. And then the other cloud kind of gets tucked under that frame. And then here's a little cloud that I'm going to pop up. 2 little clouds that I'm going to pop up. It's pretty. I have to say I really like the subscription layouts. They're just very easy to do, and usually Usually it just takes me 30 minutes to put both layouts together, but I added more detail to these layouts, so it took me longer. So full disclosure, it took me 55 minutes with the extra stuff that I did on these layouts. Normally it's 30, but I did speed this video up so you could, it doesn't take so long to watch it. So this is one of the die cuts, so I'm just putting some Tombow on the back of it with a little teensy butterfly. And those little butterflies, like I said, they really need some color to them. And I'm not putting a lot of time into that coloring, ladies, so you don't have to be perfect here. So we're going to get 3x3s and then 3x4s. So there we've got 4 pictures that can go there with the large 5x7 on the other side. So it's plenty of good pictures that you can put there. And the framing just gets a little, maybe 1/8 of an inch around the picture. So it's a real narrow frame that's showing around your prints. So, but just enough to show the color off and to have it, kind of blend well with the rest of the page. So there we go. Pretty, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, here's my vellum sheet with butterflies, and there's flowers and leaves and stuff, but I'm just going to pull off a couple of butterflies. And believe it or not, you can color this vellum very nicely with our shimmer brushes. And what I use, now there's the black complements, and see the bottom it says together. And so those are super thin, and it looks like it's even the, same kind of font as the Love This View, but just in caps. So that is going to go down at the bottom so that we've got some lettering on the bottom. And the vellum, because you don't want, foam dots to show through on your vellum, I used a little drop of liquid glass beneath the butterflies. So you are not going to see it, and it doesn't take away from the butterflies at all. So I'm going to go ahead and Tombow up my together and then put them down. And I just kind of made it, pretty even with the bottom, so it's not a whole lot of thinking. Can you tell I don't like to do a whole lot of thinking? It needs to be fun. So if I have to get too mathematical, that's not a whole lot of fun for me. And really, these letters kind of went real quick. Quicker than I would have thought. So, and see it, I think it looks, I think it blends well with the font on the other side. There we go. Ta-da! And so I was kind of thinking I wanted to do something with, these are the everyday life, no they're not, they're picture my life, every little thing cards. And so you can use these for pocket scrapbooking, where you're just using these and putting them in our pockets, and then you put your pictures to go along with it. So that's the easiest kind of scrapbooking, is pocket scrapbooking. Or you can use, so there's a good journaling card, and I didn't think there was enough journaling space, so I'm going to cut off one part and kind of put it on that little striped frame there, and then just cut it off. And I didn't even do much to measure. That one's okay. I kind of had a hard time figuring out whether I should do, which one I should do. That would have been okay too. But I end up using the wisteria color. Yeah, that one. I love that card. So you can use the cards for actually making cards. They work real well for making the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards. So it makes for super, super fast card making. So you have to, these cards are very versatile, and you know, you can use them as a title card even. So I'm just adding 2 lines of journaling. It really just gives you date and place. And so this little journaling card can add to it. And then I'm going to pop out a couple of these butterflies that are so gorgeous. When you see them, you're going to say, yeah, you should have used those instead of the other butterflies. So like I said, I'm just putting a little dot down. I'm going to do a little coloring. And you would think it would smear and not stick to the vellum, but it's no problem at all. So I'm going to put a little dot there and put the butterfly down on the journaling card, and pop out another butterfly. And these things pop out from the vellum base real easy. They just come out like butter. It's really nice. So I'm going to put another, color it up a little bit, and make the body purple, because why not? And there's another butterfly. And see, look at how pretty they are. Yow. Okay, so if I've got butterflies over there, then I need to have another butterfly. I think I need to have a, yeah, see, I'm second guessing myself here. Just leave it alone, Dorothy. Do I put another one on there? I would hope I would. And this isn't, you know, I mean, you can do far more creative embellishments and what have you with your easy layouts here. But I just wanted to add a little bit to it, and I needed to use my vellum butterflies. So there we go. I like that. And my liquid glass, I remembered to put the cap on so it didn't dry out on me. Yay me, I finally remembered. There we go. There's the Celebrate. Love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye now.